Hello everyone, this is Man United Inside again on it. Welcome back, Man UTD, to battle Newcastle and West Ham for 20Millions rated Bayer Leverkusen defender Jonathan Tah. Manchester United are weighing up a January move for Bayer Leverkusen's 20Millions rated defender Jonathan Tah, with Newcastle United interested. What happened? After losing many defenders to injuries throughout the season, Erik ten Hag is searching for defensive reinforcements. Manchester United may face competition too, as West Ham and Newcastle United are just two of the European teams who have been attracted to the Germany international after his spectacular start to the season. Tah is valued at 20 million, 24 millions according to The Sun, but considering the demand for a player in his prime, Leverkusen should definitely anticipate receiving a higher offer if they decide to let him leave. The bigger picture: Tah has been a standout player in Leverkusen's stellar start to the season, which has seen them lead the Bundesliga. Tah's loss would be incredibly disappointing for Xabi Alonso's team, who also enjoy an undefeated record in the Europa League. This season, the imposing defender has already scored 4 goals and missed only 1 game across all competitions. There are little over 18 months left on the 6'5" center-backs deal, so the German team may feel pressured to cash in if major bids come in January. Did you know? After joining Leverkusen in 2015, the 27-year-old has made over 300 appearances for the team and has earned 19 caps for Germany since making his debut there in 2016. What next for Tah? Tah is currently with the German national team as they look to take on Turkey and Austria before he rejoins Xabi Alonso's side for their clash against Werder Bremen on November 25th. Manchester United will keep faith in underperforming winger Antony ahead of January, but could consider his future next summer. Football Insider has reported that Manchester United may review the career of Antony next summer, but they have no interest in letting him leave in January. The 200,000 a week star has massively underperformed since moving from Ajax, which has cast his long-term future in doubt. Erik ten Hag may have made a wrong decision when signing Antony from his former side, Ajax. The pair enjoyed unprecedented success in Amsterdam, as the Dutchman hoped to repeat the trick in Manchester, but it has not worked so far. Antony rose to prominence at Ajax and even scored on his Manchester United debut against Arsenal at Old Trafford. He scored only 8 times in all competitions last season, and in 12 appearances in this campaign, he has not opened his account yet. The Brazilian winger cost a reported $85 million in the summer of 2022, signing a long-term $200,000 a week contract with the club. The price tag already seems excessive, considering his performances on the pitch. There have also been troubles off the field. After accusations of assault, the club gave Antony some time off. At that time, there were rumors that Manchester United might sell him. Antony has not made significant impacts since coming back, so the coach benched him against Luton Town. Manchester United are not interested in a January transfer, but they might reconsider Antony's future next summer. The club expects Sir Jim Ratcliffe to take over. He might review some players, including the 200,000 a week star. Manchester United have already decided to sell Jadon Sancho in January and have laid out their conditions for a departure. Many people thought Antony might be sold, but the club will keep faith in him until the season ends. That is not to suggest Antony's career at Old Trafford has already ended, but that may be the case if he continues his terrible performances. The winger must perform well and regain his previous form to prove his worth. This will show the manager that spending $85 million to sign him from Ajax was a wise decision.
Man United could sign magnificent new Pogba for £35 million. Man United's prospective new owner Sir Jim Ratcliffe could sign £35M rated new Pogba. Prospective Manchester United minority owner Sir Jim Ratcliffe has already been getting stuck in behind the scenes at the club and was reportedly culpable for the decision to relieve CEO Richard Arnold of his duties on Wednesday after 16 years on the board. The impending 25% shareholder is only getting started too and will even look to axe United's football director John Murtough in the coming weeks, with hopes of bringing his own team to Old Trafford. However, Sir Jim is not only focusing on the hierarchy but has also been scouting the transfer market to find hidden gems that could excel in the Premier League. As per the latest reports, the 71-year-old may have just found one. Ratcliffe's transfer plans at Man United. According to journalist Fabrice Hawkins, Manchester United are closely monitoring Youssouf Fofana's situation at AS Monaco. The midfielder's contract expires at the end of the 2024-25 season, but the Red Devils are facing close competition from Italian giants Juventus and French champions Paris Saint-Germain for his signature. The France international, who reached the World Cup final in Qatar with Les Blues, is said to be worth around £35 million as per CIS Football Observatory, which looks relatively cheap for a club like Man United, having spent over £400 million since Erik ten Hag took charge 18 months ago. Fofana has had an excellent season with Monaco in League One as Adi Hutter's side currently sit third in the table, 3 points behind rivals and holders PSG, with the 24-year-old proving to be Les Monégasque's most important component in midfield. Football Talent scout once called Fofana a magnificent player for his displays at the Stade Louis II, and now the midfielder could be on his way to the theatre of dreams. How Youssouf Fofana compares to Paul Pogba. Man United haven't had a midfielder with Youssouf Fofana's energy and passing range in the center of the pitch since Paul Pogba 2 seasons ago. The duo have quite a lot in common, although Fofana has been outperforming his compatriot in a number of key metrics this season compared to Pogba's final campaign in English football, the last we really saw of him at his peak. Fofana has performed better in on-the-ball stats such as progressive passes and progressive carries to the final third, as well as out-of-possession metrics like tackles won and interceptions made compared to Pogba. While United's former number 6 averaged more in other vital stats, Monaco's man isn't too far behind. Interestingly, according to FBref's player comparison model, Fofana is most similar to Chelsea star Enzo Fernandez as well as Newcastle United's Bruno Guimaraes this term, which is exactly the mold of midfielder that Ten Hag needs for his side to start dictating games. Compared to all other midfielders in Europe's top 5 leagues over the past calendar year, the Frenchman is in the top 8% for progressive passes per 90 and the top 19% for passes into the final third per 90. Additionally, Fofana is in the top 11% for through balls per 90 and the top 1% for goal-creating shots. Fofana would be an astute acquisition by the Red Devils and would point towards the change in recruitment that Sir Jim criticized the club for during meetings with the board by adding a player with bags of potential for relatively cheap.